Hi guys, it's only me. I'm really sorry I haven't posted in a while. A couple of weeks back, I actually was carrying the Hoover down the stairs and sort of twisted my knee really badly somehow. I don't really know how I did it. It was kind of quite fast. Anyway, it was really painful. It's been kind of swollen and sore, and I've just had to ice it and hope for the best. I don't want to go to the doctors if I can help it, obviously, with everything going on. So it is definitely better. So I'm feeling positive about that. Just keeping it up, keeping it iced. It is getting better. So today, basically, I just really wanted to talk about dance college, which is something that I was on a Zoom chat earlier on today, and we got talking about it a little bit, and it just inspired me. And I thought, do you know what? That's obviously something people are interested in. So I'm going to chat about that today. For those of you who don't know, I went to a college called London Studio Centre in London. Very lucky to get in. I did audition at a couple of others and I didn't get in. It was my last audition, my last chance really, because I'd applied late anyway. Wasn't really sure. I sort of applied for university more so because I didn't think I was good enough to get into dance college. I thought, I'd only been dancing outside of school since I'd been like 13, 14, and I thought, I don't have the knowledge, I don't know the names of the ballet steps, I'm not an expert, so I thought, there's no chance I'm going to get in, I'm not even going to try. And then my dance teacher at the time convinced me and said, hey, do you know what, if you don't try you'll never know. And I thought, she's right. So I applied then. I was late for quite a few, but I did audition at Erdang, didn't get in. I auditioned at LIPA, didn't get in. I auditioned at London Studio Centre, which originally I had an email saying I'd missed the deadline, so I thought, oh, never mind. And I kind of had it in my head, you know what, it's fine, I take a gap year and I'll try again next year. And I then had an email, I think it was like just before my birthday that year, my 18th birthday, and they said, we're holding extra auditions. Would you like, we'd like to offer you an extra audition? And I thought, oh my gosh, wow, yeah, of course. So I went along to London. I had to figure out the trains to get me into London for the right time. And I stayed over at my granny's house because it was closer to a main station in Wolverhampton, so I could get to London. And I walked into that audition on my 18th birthday, the audition was, and I was like, do you know what? It's my birthday. If I don't get in, it doesn't matter. I just want to have a really good day. That's all. I just want to have a good day. So I walked in there. I just had fun. Everything they taught me, I just did it to the max and just loved every minute of it and thought, you know what? I might not get in here, but at least I'm getting taught by these teachers. I'm getting, I'm getting to be in London. I'm getting to see things. I'm getting to be around the people that have taught these amazing performers that are all in the West End and wherever. So I remember just squeezing like every moment out of that audition for fun and for my love of it. And then I remember leaving that day just feeling like it's done. Like I've had the best day ever. If I don't get in, it doesn't matter. And then like a couple of months later, I'd actually booked to go to the summer school there. So I knew I was going back there anyway, and I really enjoyed the audition and I liked all the teachers, and I knew I was going back there that summer for the summer school. And when I got to the summer school, I remember Heather, who was sort of head of admissions and as well as like ballet and stuff. She was a lovely lady, and I remember her calling out everybody's names on the register, and she saw my name and she sort of looked at me and she was like, Pippa, aren't you joining us in September? And I remember looking at her thinking, I don't know, I haven't heard, I don't know. And then she said, oh, okay, well, we'll come to the office afterwards. So afterwards I went along to the office, and there was a girl there called Sarah, and she took me to one side and she sort of said, congratulations, we're offering you a place. And I immediately thought, I've got a foundation year, like I'm going to be doing the foundation course, that's great. And then she said, no, not foundation, like on the actual degree course. And I couldn't believe my luck. I thought, like, how did that happen? And I remember leaving the building and going outside and ringing my dance teacher and saying like how amazing it was. So it was a really amazing thing. And then all the way through dance college, like I loved every minute of it, but I really did struggle because I wasn't that good. I wasn't that strong. I didn't get picked for sort of like Move It or any of the extra things. And I always remember being disappointed about that. Like, oh, why can't I be good enough? Why can't I be, you know, one of the better ones? And I always used to like watch people and think, what are they doing? How can I be more like them? How can I do that better? How can I? And I was constantly like trying to figure out how I could get to that like better level. But I never quite got there. I suffered with an injury in my second year, tendonitis of the knee, which is really horrible because it doesn't go away. It keeps coming back and you think you're better because it doesn't hurt as much, and you go and do a class and then it's 5 times worse. And I remember my granny actually gave me some money to have a steroid injection in my knee to get rid of all the pain and because it's inflammation basically. And that made me a lot better. I mean, it was a horrible injection and it was very painful, and I remember like for ages just being sat with my knee like raised up, the other knee to the knee that I've injured now. And that it was really hard time. And I remember like everyone else, I couldn't obviously do the classes and everyone else was improving and I could see people doing better, you know, from being sat watching. And I just thought, I can't just watch this anymore. Like everyone else is getting so much stronger and doing so much better. And I remember feeling so low about it. And I think it's like that for any dancer with an injury. It really gets you down because it's not only, you know, your job potential or it's like your passion. It's like the way that you live, you know. Like me, even now, if I'm making a cup of tea, if I go to the fridge to get the milk, I do an arabesque because I get the milk. Like I don't know any dancer who doesn't do that. So it was really horrible, and but I did get through that. Had a great third year. But you know, it's competitive and it's hard. It's really hard. And what you don't realize is you think that's hard, and then when you graduate and you go into the audition world, which is a billion times harder, okay, maybe that's an exaggeration, sort of 10 times harder, because you're not just, you know, competing against people, which is what it feels like, even though you're not, because every job is different and requires different things. So you're not really in competition with people, because if you're right for the job, you're right for it. If you're not, you're not. But it does feel like that, and you have your split second to do your best. And if you're not on the mark, if you're not on it, if you're not on your leg that day, if you're, you know, thinking of something else, you're out. There's no second chances. So that was really brutal. And I remember thinking like the audition scene in London is hard. And I think if you can survive that, you've got a shell, like a super hard shell. And I really do look up to people who've managed to push through that and are succeeding at that, because it's really hard. So for me, the offer, like when I sent my show reel off to a Bollywood agent, the offer of the job, the offer of the chance to get out of that scene, to get away from the like audition like cruelties, and to kind of stand on my own 2 feet and go, no, do you know what, I have a job, I have a performing job, I've got an agent who looks after me, and I know that I'm secure in my earnings, was kind of a big it was really an attractive job offer for me. So I took it straight away, just took it. I said, yeah, absolutely, I will come to Bollywood. And that's when I got on a flight and went to Mumbai and never looked back. So I hope that explains a little bit about dance college. And if you're into performing arts, if you're thinking of going to dance college, if you're at dance college, if you have any questions or anything, just message me, comment, or DM me on Facebook or Instagram. Good luck, and you'll be fine, and just be the best you can be, and nobody can ask for any more. Cheers, see you soon.